What's going on, chemistry crew? So I have a little laboratory safety video that I want to make for you. So first, just to show you, I'm doing this in what's called a fume hood, and it basically has a fan that creates low pressure in there, so that basically that's what we call suction. So there's air constantly going in there, and there's a filter up there just in case there's any toxic or acidic dangerous fumes. Okay, so first thing I want to show you here is that when you're working with substances that give off nasty dangerous fumes, you do want to be working in a fume hood so that it filters out any harmful chemicals so you don't breathe them in. So a little safety demonstration here. So I don't know how well you can see these, but I have two flasks. Now if I said I'd give you $1 million to drink some of this or this, I bet some of you would say, oh cool, yeah, give me $1 million and I'll chug one of these. All right, I'm gonna tell you that's not a smart idea, because in real life, unlike in a video game or a cartoon or a comic book, harmful chemicals are not green and smoking and bubbling. As a matter of fact, most really dangerous substances are dissolved in water, so they look like water. So to show you an example of that, I have some raw egg. Here, let me pull my camera back a little. So I have some egg whites, okay? And I'm going to put some egg whites into a watch glass. All right, now, again, look at this substance. Don't know what that is. Look at this substance. Don't know what that is, right? Well, there's definitely a difference here. I'll show you. Don't know what this is, but if I add it to the egg whites, yeah, nothing's happening. Okay, well, I'm going to try to get a good view of that. What about if I take whatever this stuff is and I add it to the egg whites? So the reason why I'm using egg whites is what? Proteins dissolved in water? Well, that's what you're made out of. That's what living things are. Okay, do you notice what just happened when I dropped this substance into the raw egg? What's happening? What's it immediately doing to the egg that it touches? Think about that. When do you see raw egg turn white at home? Think about it. What's happening to the egg? What happens at home when you see raw egg turn white? What's happening to it? Well, now that I gave you a second to think about it, when you're at home and you see raw egg turning white, it's getting cooked. Well, whatever I'm dropping onto the egg whites here, it's immediately cooking the egg. Okay? So it's hard to tell the difference between these two substances, nor would I ever place a life or death bet on it. This clear stuff here is concentrated nitric acid, okay? And if you were to get this in your eyes, it would do to your eyes what it's doing to the egg. You will be screaming in the worst pain you've ever felt in your life as the front of your eye gets cooked immediately, almost as if you had boiling water on it. So that's what's happening to the raw egg here. The nitric acid is immediately cooking through a chemical reaction with the acid. It's immediately cooking the egg. So if you got nitric acid in your eye, it would blind you and it would be horribly painful, which is what brings me to the point. All right, safety gloves and safety goggles. The goggles are a must, okay? This is no joke. Look at what it's doing to the egg. Just to show you how nasty of a chemical nitric acid can be, I have two little pieces of copper metal. All right, copper, like a penny. Okay. Let's see what happens if I touch concentrated nitric acid to the copper metal. I'm going to turn the fume hood up a little bit more. You seeing that? Okay, imagine that happening to your eyes. Okay, so wearing safety equipment in a science lab is no joke. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to torture you. It is close to Halloween at the moment for me right now. So I don't know. If you want to be gruesome, go ahead, Google chemical injuries to the eye. All right. Yeah, nitric acid and other chemicals can horribly blind you. As you can see, it's actually able to eat through a bit of the copper metal there. So yeah, so basically there is a quick demonstration for you for why you are going to wear safety goggles anytime you're in a chemical setting, okay? Unless you want your eyes to end up cooked by stuff that looks like it's water. Safety goggles.